MCU has hit a rough patch lately. Since Endgame, the quality of its shows has noticeably declined, and Marvel desperately needs some home run to recapture attention. Is Thunderbolts the answer, or is it just another predictable Phase 5 spectacle? Let's dive in. Welcome back to the channel, where we sharpen our drawing skills and delve deep into pop culture. Today, let's talk about Thunderbolts, while I draw some fan art. Feel free to draw along. After a string of underwhelming projects, except maybe Daredevil Born Again, my interest in the franchise has waned. With sky-high skepticism, I came into this movie with low expectations. But does it defy those expectations? Visually, Thunderbolts is a breath of fresh air compared to recent Marvel fare. While it still make use of CGI, there are also a lot of practical effects and outdoor sets. The choice lends to a gritty, grounded feel that gives us real explosions and dynamic action much more satisfying than the usual green screen spectacle. That said, the third act that went for a depressing tone feels a bit too heavily color graded. I thought the Thunderbolts had something to do with General Thunderbolt Ross, but apparently not. Anyway, the story centers on a ragtag band of misfits who must learn to work together despite their vast differences while confronting their own personal demons. Overall, it's a pleasant experience, exploring the characters instead of fighting a powerful villain with some magical device to take over the world. Yelena and Bob are the ones carrying the film. Both win and acted well. Probably the only characters having satisfying growth, and that's my problem with it. Not all characters had the same treatment. And that's too bad, because with all that build up, I genuinely look up for the payoff. How does the event of this movie affect the characters? How are their state of mind moving forward? Say John Walker, repeatedly mocked as Captain America knockoff with a tainted past, like every character in this movie. But they don't acknowledge his contribution at all. Among other things, he shields Bucky, super soldier with a vibranium arm, from Sentry's attack. But his evolution is left unexplored. By the end, he's essentially the same person. What a missed opportunity. I feel bad for Taskmaster, although I understand that they need someone to die to raise the stakes, and she's a safe bet. In contrast, Ghost earns her chance to quote-unquote explain her side of the story, not just simple villain. Red Guardian functions well as a balancing presence, but I'm not sure about Bucky though. Despite his significance in the story, how does the event shape him further? What changes? And why make him a congressman at all? Now, what about the villains? Devontae is fine, serving as Marvel's Amanda Waller, a necessary foil that fits into the larger narrative. Is this the Marvel's answer for Suicide Squad? If that's the case, Thunderbolt is better, simply because we already saw the characters before the actual movie. The climax, saving a woman from collapsing rubble and rescuing Bob from the void, proves moving. But it serves more as a narrative checkbox than a true moment of growth. The other thing that bothers me is that Avenger thing. It feels forced. Yes, they work together to save other people, but they still have a long way to redeem themselves. Take Yelena. A few moments ago, she still kills for money. But now she's an Avenger? Healing is a complex and ongoing. One big moment doesn't suddenly erase years of pain. And what about the consequences of our actions? A subtle resolution, perhaps even stepping away from superhero spotlight, might have resonated more authentically. But as is often the case in the big movie franchise, setting up future movies is more important than genuine character closure. Recent reports suggest that Thunderbolts didn't perform well at the box office. Is it a sign of superhero fatigue? Reviving Marvel's former glory will undoubtedly require more than this single installment. Still, if you go in with the right expectations, the film remains an enjoyable experience. Let's see how the next phase and Doctor Doom will shape MCU's future. But if it doesn't go well by Marvel standards, is it a bad thing? I had been enjoying superhero movies long before MCU was popular. So if they decide to scale back on the budget, focusing more on the character, story and theme rather than spectacle, it wouldn't be so bad, is it? At the end of the day, it's still entertainment. I'll enjoy whatever I can get. We can still express our opinion though. Positive or negative, it's still an appreciation. I hope you're finding success in whatever creative project you're working on. Thanks for joining me on this deep dive. Until next time, take care and cheers!